Hi
Hi
guys.
guys, welcome back to the Empress channel. We're glad to have you back,
Yeah.
and we want to remind you that we are so grateful for your support. Please keep on supporting us. Um, we have realized that 63% of you guys are watching us, but you've not subscribed. Please do subscribe.
Please.
Don't just watch and forget to subscribe. So karibuni sana. So, as we promised, today we are coming back with another episode, and my husband is going to introduce to you what exactly we're going to talk about today. And yes, so karibu sana, babe. Um, Maybe you can, yeah, you can pick it up from there. We clearly know what we had promised our fans, what we are going to talk about. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, babe. Um, for those who are probably seeing us for the first time or seeing this clip for the first time, and for also those who have been seeing some of them but they were not able to get the whole episodes, I'll first start by giving us a synopsis of what um, we have been entailing or what we have been outlining. And our journey started from our YouTube journey started from when my wife disclosed about her PCOS, that's polycystic ovarian syndrome, which made her to have excessive bleeding, and this was pre marriage. And now when you're getting married, it did affect our sex life. And remember, PCOS can affect your fertility, or can affect how, or rather can affect you getting a baby. And you see, that's a scare by itself when you're getting into marriage. We explained that. We also explained about the unfortunate miscarriage which we had. And this was mainly to show and to encourage people out there who have experienced the same, that you are not alone. Others also experiencing the same. We shared our insights based from what we were able to deal with and how we were able to deal with it. And we also took you through the next steps that we did, and we sought for fertility medicine from our gyna. So you need to ensure that you have a gyna, or you go to a good gyna who's going to offer you a holistic advice on what is required. And from the fertility medicines, we were able, as outlined in the last episode, the most recent episode, to manipulate, lack of a better word, the system. And as such, the fertility medicine do trigger hyperovulation, and we outlined that hyperovulation is what leads to double gestation, what is commonly referred to as getting twins. So we were confirmed, as outlined, to have twins, and we cannot explain the feeling. We cannot explain the feeling. It was overwhelmingly happy. We were very glad. Well, this is something that we had not experienced, or actually, we used to speak about it, but who doesn't? Who doesn't say that I wish I could get twins, and then I close the chapter or something like that. You just want to see replica of kids. So this episode is what led to our, this YouTube channel. After what we experienced, we thought it would be best for us to share our whole experience. After now, we were able to understand that we were not alone, and therefore we knew that there were others out there who may be required to be notified that they are not alone. Kindly note, you are not alone. There is hope and there is light at the end of the tunnel. And through our experience, we hope that you're going to get inspired. Again, I'll outline, we are not saying this or sharing our experience so that you may feel sorry for us. We're in the process of healing. In some issues, we've already healed. Um, and we are going to give you, as it happened, more so about the specifics about this episode. So, babe, I think we should commence from where we had outlined in a previous episode that after the 13th day, we were supposed to go to the gyna, who, after we went, confirmed that at last, yeah. So this is after the miscarriage. For those who watched the fertility medicine episode, you're able to see that after the 13th day, we were told to go back to the gyna. Our gyna is called Dr. Kirago. And when we went there, it was confirmed that we are pregnant. So at that point, it was not about twins, it's that we were expecting. And that now started the journey that we are about to speak about. So yeah, so you can continue from now, having gotten the confirmation that we are pregnant. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that wraps it up to where we are and probably where I'm going to pick it up from. It was really exciting because looking back uh, from our first pregnancy, when sorry to take you back, but when we were first confirmed that we were expecting our firstborn, um, I keep remembering myself asking the doctor, "Are they twins?" Like that was the
Yeah.
first question, and the first thing the doctor told us was, "No, they're not twins, but why would you be excited if they're twins?" And we were, we were a bit shocked why a doctor would tell us that, yet other people are excited out there. And so he told us, well, a twin pregnancy is, well, most people get excited about it, but it's actually a complication to doctors. So when they find out that someone is having a double gestation, to them their first reaction is, wow, this is going to be a difficult one. And of course, they will not tell you that when they find out that it's a double gestation, but to them, they already know that it's going to be a difficult one. But lucky unto them that go through a twin pregnancy, uh, having a smooth journey. Yeah. So after we confirmed, I think in our second clinic,
Yeah.
our second clinic is when we confirmed there were actually two, and it was so, I don't know how to explain it. The doctor brought it out like, have you do you already know that there are two? And we were like, wait, we didn't know. Yeah, we didn't know there were two. So first thing, we were excited, like, wait, there are actually two. But after we left the doctor's room, I remember Happy telling me, let's just wait, let's pray that, let's not be so excited, let's just pray that in our next clinic there will still be two, because there's something called vanishing twin.
Yeah, vanishing.
Yeah, there's something called vanishing twin, where a twin, one baby might vanish within the first trimester. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we kept our excitement anyway, and but we were also praying that, well, because now we felt like God was repaying us for the lost one, the one that we had lost few months before. So we were feeling like, hey, now God has remembered us, and he's actually returning and repaying us for the pain and agony that we went through with the other miscarriage. So we kept our faith, we prayed about it, we even visited our spiritual father, and we were prayed for. We committed the pregnancy to God, because we were still scared and all that. But we thank God that all was good.
Yeah.
However,
But all is good. What she means is when we went to the subsequent ANC visit,
Yeah.
ANC is the antenatal care visit, it was confirmed that at this point we can qualify it as double gestation. However, still we are going to monitor, because also vanishing twins, as she had outlined, can easily even happen in the first trimester, and first trimester is up to the third month.
Yes.
Yes.
So at least we saw that the pregnancy, I mean the twins were still there, and we were excited about it. However, there's something that there was a scare at first. I saw a different doctor, and this particular doctor, uh, while doing the scan, told us that he had seen some fibroids.
Yeah, yeah, but it was that
Because it was appearing as if it's a third mass.
Yes.
It's not a baby, but a third mass, and it was more of fibroid. So again, the pregnancy started off, kicked off with some scares and all that, but we actually kept the faith. Though I was really scared myself.
Yeah, she was.
But I thank God for him. He was my pillar, because he kept telling me, "Don't worry, probably ameona tu vitu zake." And yes, I thank God, because when you have someone who is really giving you hope, it keeps you going. For me, I was really scared. So it happened that when we continued with our clinics, the clinics this time were more than, having just one baby. Yeah, because now this is not just a normal pregnancy. It is actually considered as high risk. Was it considered high risk at that time?
No,
Not yet, but
Not yet, yeah.
it was closely monitored, as much as it had not been categorized as high risk. So we kept going after, I think, 2 weeks and 3 weeks sometimes. Was it the first clinics?
The spacing, or
Yeah,
what?
the spacing.
So yeah, we will go after every. No, I think at first we did 2 weeks. So okay, after the 13th, after 2 weeks, we went. It was confirmed it's double gestation. After that on, we were told to go after a month, which I think is the normal way of doing things. After every a month you go, but then now after that month, that's when another doctor. Now this is not our gyna. Another doctor who was also there was in his clinic.
Yeah.
He's the one who confirmed about the fibroid, which she has just spoken about. But then what happened is he informed her that it will be best for us to ensure that we check pressure, we monitor her blood pressure, purely because double gestation means the babies are requiring more blood. It means systems in our body are now doing more than how when you have one kid. So he informed us that it's good for us to monitor um, uh, the pressure.
Yeah.
And I think from there on, after the first, because we started doing, he advised us to do it 3 times in a week. So that will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, after we did that week, that is when we realized a very alarming trend.
Yeah, the pressures were the readings were quite high.
Quite high. At month 2.
Yeah, the second month.
The second month.
So we had to go back to the doctor and inquire what is happening. And so I was put on meds for pressure from the first trimester. These were to try and regulate the levels. Yeah, and as well as safeguarding the babies. So I continued taking the meds until date. Let me just say that, until date. And it wasn't easy for me. Along this pregnancy, unlike the normal pregnancies where you are given supplements like folic acid, blah blah blah, I was not able to take all those. Yeah. because of other underlying issues like acidity. Um, again, there's some meds that would not go along with the pressure meds. So a lot of other things, yeah.
Some will cause nausea.
Yeah. So it was quite difficult for us, but we thank God. So what happened? Um, we continued going for our clinics, and then
Sorry, I needed to explain something that normally when pressure goes high, you're given there's a fast set of medicine. Like the one that they think when you start with will be able to control. So she was given the first set of medicine, which is usually junior aspirin. I'll say it's a light medicine. So after she was given, the pressure did not change. So it still was high. And when I'm talking about high, to give readings, I think what we'll consider the highest reading in high pressure will be 140 over 90. So when you get to 140 over 90, people start getting, alarmed. So she will hit 160 over 100. 110. So when the lower one hits those high numbers, it's called the diastolic one. Now that's alarming. So she was given those first set of medicine, which are junior aspirin. They did not work, but this one did not make them, did not make the doctors recommend her to stop. So she was given another set of medicine that will now supplement the junior aspirin. So she was taking two sets of medicine to not really to stop pressure. That they said cannot be done, but to curb, the high pressure.
yeah, just to control it.
Yeah.
And it at first I didn't know that it was what was really making me, making my pressure probably get to some normal levels. uh, in that sometimes when I would forget to take them, I would find that they have shot up again. And so sometimes he would really get mad and ask me, how comes you don't remember that these are the ones that are keeping you going, and the baby as well. So but we kept the faith that, you know what, it's going to calm down someday. So it happened that
Yeah, I think now from that point, that's when we were told that we need to be going for the visits every 2 weeks. Um, and also after going for three sets of those 2 weeks, three sets of these visits, our doctor sat us down, um, and told us, considering that one, it's double gestation, and two, it seems that the medicine that you're taking, the two sets of medicine you're taking, are not controlling the pressure. I would like to refer you. Now, this is our doctor who we have had a journey with for a very long time.
yeah,
Now, recommended. He told us categorically that as much as I, as much as I would like to continue with you guys, I am of the opinion that you require somebody who is more qualified. It's not even more qualified, but somebody who deals with such situations. I'm not using the right, who deals with these situations. And there's a person who I consider a mentor in this field, who works under a high risk department in Aga Khan. So at that point, we freaked out. Because now this is your doctor who's telling you, I cannot, in short, he's saying, I cannot handle your case. There's another doctor who I consider higher than me, who's the head of high risk. Now, this is a very crazy word, high risk. He's the head of high risk department, the only department to our understanding in Kenya in Aga Khan. So he wrote to us the name, and now it freaked her more
yeah,
because now she knew. Now, oh God,
I'm done.
yeah, she actually thought she was done because now when the term high risk is used, you actually know that now things are not going well. So here we are, shifting from our normal doctor to a new place in Aga Khan, um, which we went, got the doctor, got an appointment, and now we started another journey of ANCs at Aga Khan.
Yeah, and it wasn't the best for us.
Yeah,
And for me it got me thinking, why, first of all, why am I even going to a new doctor? And you see, when your doctor particularly sends you to another higher consultant, you're thinking to yourself, ama ameogopa, probably he's already seen the end of these,
yeah.
he probably knows the outcome of these, and that's why he doesn't want to be the one to give bad news on, all that was running through our minds. But we decided, okay, if this is what he recommends, let's go on. So we started going for our high risk clinics every 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
all was going well. Apart from
High expenditure.
high expenditure,
Yeah.
every time we would visit Aga Khan, we would come out thinking, oh my God,
We don't know what's going on.
we don't know what's
And
going on,
and probably considering that, as we outlined, our channel we speak candidly. So just to give you perspective of why we are saying high expenditure, in our gyna, that's Dr. David Kirago, the sessions are usually 3,000 per session. And in that session, you'll have consultation, you'll have a scan, and then, everything in one package is 3,000. So even if he told you to come after every 2 weeks, you'll just, think that's 6,000 in a month. When you have insurance, that's manageable. But then when we went to the high risk department in Aga Khan, the scans by themselves costed 12,000. That is one. The sessions consultation was 4,000.
4,500,
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah. So you can imagine, at minimum, without any other tests, 16,000 was done.
Yeah.
And considering that she had the high pressure, it meant there was test around the kidneys, the liver, and there was a lot of urinalysis and the like. So this will come even to another 10, 15 Gs. So we're talking about almost 20 to 30,000 per session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we decided, okay, let's just go on. If this is going to save us, then it's fine. And so again, that answers the question to those who've been asking me why, whether I've gained weight because of pregnancy and all that. Well, it's because of pregnancy, but more so because of pressure. For those who know me, they will tell that my face is swollen, my hands, because of pressure. So we were able to see the guy, the high consultant, the high risk consultant, and well, we continued with him, and though we were not very happy because in case of anything we could not call him as we used to call our gyna at any time. If anything happens to you, you have to rush to the hospital, to the main hospital. You'll be attended there, then they will let him know what happens. Unlike our doctor, where if you have any issue, you will just call him directly, even if it's midnight.
Yeah.
So
it was a different experience. Let's just say, and it was not one-on-one,
and it wasn't as good as we wanted.
Yeah. So from our end, value for money was not achieved.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. But then that's besides the point. So when it came to the babies, when they were checked, it was noted in one of the visits that one of our twin was smaller than the other one. We're told that that is normal. However, the doctor said that they're going to monitor
Yeah.
The other baby, the smaller one. So to us, monitoring meant, calls, I don't know, more checkups, but that didn't happen. But that's again besides the point. So here we are. Remember, we are going for the visits every 2 weeks. So here's the day that we are told that the small baby, there's a smaller baby who needs to be monitored. So in 2 weeks you're supposed to come. So in between the 2 weeks, after I think it was 24th June. That's when we went.
Not 24th June, 24th May. Because
Oh yeah,
yeah.
sorry, 24th May. That's when we went for that visit, and the following week, which had 3rd June, which is her birthday, we were there celebrating, so happy. That was on a Saturday, and then on Sunday, for the first time, the way babies have different temperaments. We had already identified one of the babies who was on the left side, was twin A, was always happy, hyper, kicking, doing all those kind of movements. The smaller baby was twin B, had very smaller movements. But that Sunday after her birthday, that's when we realized she reacts very well, very positive to music. So we put music, and wow,
She was very active.
very active. We were actually shocked, and we were like, okay, now we know.
Yeah.
So she loved music,
Yeah.
and that was on Sunday. And now, considering that it is it's now after a week, on Sunday, when it's on Sunday, we were supposed to go for the next checkup on Thursday. Our checkups were on Thursday. So this is on Sunday. 4 days from then, we're supposed to go for checkup. Then on Monday around noon.
Was it Monday? No, it was on Tuesday.
Tuesday is when we went to the hospital. So it's on Monday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
On Monday, my wife tells me, you know what, babe? Today I have not had kicks from the babies.
No, it was on Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
Because
sorry.
on Monday I had a meeting, so it was on Tuesday.
Yeah, on Tuesday. So
Yeah.
she says that she has not had a kick. That's around 11 a.m. And I was there, I usually tell her she's the first doctor. So she needs to know when the babies are kicking or something like that. So I told her, do this. First of all, drink warm water. Because every time she drank warm water, they will, I think
That react.
they will react, they will move.
Yeah.
So she drank warm water. Nothing happened.
On both.
On
sides.
both. Yeah, we're talking about both twins.
Yeah.
So that freaks out. At that point, we were like, okay, it seems today they're asleep. Do this. Let us get soda. Let's drink. Because the sugar rush will make them now active. She drank soda. None of them moved. Now, this time around, we freaked out. So, considering that Aga Khan is a bit far, we thought, why not rush? And remember, we could not have gone to Aga Khan in our mind because one, it's on Tuesday, and on Thursday we're supposed to go for the test. So we thought, why not go to the nearest clinic, which we usually go every 3 days to take the pressure. That's where we go to take the pressure. So we went there, and I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate, that clinic has very old school devices of listening to the heartbeat. Oh my!
It's just like a local.
It's a local clinic, but then I think I've never seen that device before. The one that people put, it's like a small kachuma-ish thing. They listen to the heartbeat using their ears. Unlike the one that, everybody hears. When you go to a bigger hospital, it's just tap and, you hear what's the baby's heartbeat. So he was there trying to figure out, the heartbeat. And then after all is done, he's the one who can hear. We can't. We're just depending on him. So he comes out and tells us, I've had one heartbeat, but then being twins, watoto hujificha. So usijali, kila kitu iko sawa. So the fact that he said that, it was very convincing. Yeah? We said, okay, amesema ako sawa. So that's Tuesday. We went back home. Remember again, we took the pressure reading. They was around, they were usually around the 140 to 150 and 90 to 95, even after she was taking medicine. However, that was usually what we used to get. However, on this particular day, after the doctor had told us that, her pressure went down. Her pressure went down. It went to 130. I'll never forget. It went to 132.77. You can imagine we are used to 140 all the way to 160 and 90 all the way to 100. This time around, it went to 132.77. And then I told my wife, you know what? Those medicines are working. So we were very happy that her pressure had gone down. So we went back home, and then Thursday was there. We went for our normal A and C visit at Aga Khan. Our turn came to see the doctor. As usual, for the ladies who have been there, the preparation on the table there. We had gone even with our first daughter, firstborn daughter, and the reason is because we were going there to do what is required to be done, and then we go somewhere else. So it was a casual appointment for us. So this is where everything now changed. Um, so the doctor checked everything. This time round, the doctor, normally you see we were talking about twin A on the left, twin B on the right. Unfortunately, now the doctor started with the one on the right. The one was smaller, and he checked. Usually looking at the screen. He checked and he was, going around. Then he woke up. He went back to his office, came back with some paper and asked us, when was the last time I checked you? And we were like, dude, 2 weeks ago. He was like, okay, checked again. And then he said, unfortunately, we've lost twin A. Um, it hit differently. So at that point, she was on the table. I remember asking the doctor, "What do you mean you've lost? Is it that amepotea huku ndani? The way wanajificha and stuff?" And he told us that there's no heartbeat. And from his evaluation, he thinks the baby passed out 4 days ago. Yeah, 2 to 4 actually, because he couldn't specify. He said 2 to 4. So that's why it hit us. That is why. And remember, Sunday, she was super active after the music. So this is week 28 of the gestation period. We are there. We've been told twin B. We've lost twin A, who was on the right side, and then he proceeded to check twin. The next twin. Everything was okay. But now the challenge is she broke down. She, it's a whole emotional thing, and I think at that point it overwhelmed her. Now, I was in a state of confusion. That I will not lie. For her, she was in a state of emotion. So I asked the doctor, what does it mean in relation to her health? I was worried about her. And secondly, what does it mean about the other twin? So we were told that the other twin is going to continue well, but we're going to monitor. It's going to be a very close monitoring period, and the other twin is going. The one that we have lost is going to continue being in her body. At that point, I don't think you were listening. Yeah, she was not okay, and then our baby, our daughter will be like, what has happened? Did the doctor say, the other, my sister, she used to say that my sister is dead. Now, these are words that are, you're now confused. And let's just say it was one of the lowest moments of our lives, and the lowest moment of that specific pregnancy. And the doctor gave us time. Um, the nurses came. They wanted to show you okay as we were left in that room just to process. For her, she was crying hysterically, and we know why. And at that point, I can't explain, because you're confused. You're wondering why is this happening to us. And God, we thought this was your way of paying us back the kid we had lost through the miscarriage. We had had a period of intense prayers. We had people standing with us in prayers. Um, so it is a moment that you cannot explain. You question a lot, especially on existence of God. That I will not lie. We'll come out outrightly. We questioned about existence of God.